Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is a special day because it's the 7th anniversary of my Minifee Ruth arriving. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that Eva is my favorite out of my collection. She's even become the mascot of my YouTube channel. This year is also the 10th anniversary of Fairyland discontinuing the sculpt for maintenance. So I thought I'd finally show you how I redid her face up a while ago. In 2021. I love her face so much. The subtle smile, it is so soft. I really hope Fairyland will one day bring her back. I would love to own her in actual white skin, so I don't always have to color match her when I want to redo her face up. Yes, she is originally in this peachy color, and I had to airbrush her to match the white body. I took lots of photos of her face for reference because I was a bit scared of not being able to replicate her soft expression. I use acetone-free nail polish remover for the old face-up. And at first I tried if I could maybe just remove the old face-up without ruining the color matching, so I very gently scrubbed her face with this cotton-wrapped toothpick. And at first it even looked like it might work, but I quickly got down to the paper white layer of surface primer and I had to give up on my plan. So, off it goes. It still messes with my brain to see her in the original color. I use Vallejo White Surface Primer, as I've had quite good results with it the first time. She fell a few times, but it didn't chip once, so I guess it's good. I then apply it in very light coats, as I want it as smooth as possible. It takes a while, but in my opinion it was worth it. Look at the difference. She now is thoroughly coated in primer. Sadly, I can't leave her like that, as the color is literally paper white, while the Fairyland white skin is a slightly yellowish cream tone. So, next step is color mixing. I used these Aero Color airbrush paints that Moonlight Jewel recommended years ago in one of her custom videos. I start with white as the base, and then slowly start adding red and yellow and also a tint of blue until I have the right mix. And I mean slowly. It took me quite some time, but the first time I went too dark too quickly and then had to add more white again, and in the end had to throw away half of the paint. So, go slow. It also doesn't help that acrylic paints usually dry a bit darker than they seem when wet. But in the end, I got my perfect match again. Like with the primer, I add the paint in several layers for a smooth result. And like with any sealant, try not to spray directly on the face, spray a bit besides it and then move over the face. Like this you minimize blotchy results from bigger droplets. And now that the head matches the body, we can finally start with the face up. I begin by very lightly blushing her face with some pink pastel. I want a faint base color, nothing too harsh. I do the same on the chin, nose, forehead and ears to breathe some life into her. I then blush the area around her eyes with pink, but also some blue and yellow to imitate an albino skin a little more this time. It's a bit experimental for me, but looking at references helped a lot with this. After I'm done with the blushing, I get some light gray and start with shaping the eyebrows. Again, I'm taking my time to get the shape as close as I can to her old face-up because I really loved her soft expression. Next is the lips. I started by blushing them with some rosy pastels and then also added some light blues to the corners of the lower lip for a bit more depth. And afterwards, it's back to blush, adding some more peachy tones for a bit variation. As you can see from the lighting, it's now the next day and I'm back with blushing. Back in 2021, I had really bad lighting, so I preferred to do blush with daylight, as I could see the color variations better. I'm going over the face with some more peachy tones now and even adding a bit of yellow to it. You can barely see it here, but I'm doing the same thing I did for my video last year. God dang it, it's been a year since my last video. I'm doing the same thing I did for my video last year, applying light gray for the eyebrows as a base for the white, and then doing the same for the lower lashes. This will help the white to stand out a bit more. I added the lip line with some dark red. And also gave the lips some texture with red and white lines. And now, the worst part of the face-up. Her eyebrows. I don't know what it is about white paint, but it is so hard to make it look nice and natural for me. My lines tend to get too thick, looking too, I don't know, painted. It's somehow easier with darker colors for me, and I don't know why. But I managed somehow, I guess. Then I added some white eyeliner to accentuate her white lashes. And not to forget her lower lashes. Unlike the eyebrows, these turned out nicely, I think. Lastly, I'll gloss the lips and the waterline of the eyes. Well, lastly I say, but of course I also glued in lashes. Off camera. Because I forgot to record, I guess. Because there's no footage. So now, after several years, let's finally have a look at Eva's new face-up. I'm actually really happy with how she turned out. I think I managed to capture her original vibe, while also adjusting her new look to my better skills. She looks a bit more mature now, I think, but still cute. I'm very happy with it. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go and pester Fairyland a bit more to finally bring her back. It's been 10 years, for fuck's sake. Maybe they will finally listen to me. Thank you so much for watching. I won't make promises this year. I will see you next video, whenever that may be. Bye!